Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In the previous video, I discussed about how to retrieve data from the JSON server. In this video, I will try to discuss about how to submit data into the JSON server using Redux. So first we need to go to the axios request.js. Next, here to retrieve the data, here we created get API details. Now we need to create constant post API details. Into the post API details, here create header also. Into the header, right here content type, application slash JSON. After that, return axios request, same as this line. Copy this line, paste it here, and URL also same, and method should be post. When we submit the data into the database or JSON server, that time method is post. When we retrieve the data from the database or JSON server, that time we use get method. Headers, and here you write data, these things, data. Here also write data and copy this thing and extract it, export it. Here now we need to go to the action.js. Into the action.js file, we need to create here constant post API action, create arrow. Now right here, return function teach space, not use this space, sorry. Teach space. After that, right here, teach space, type and payload. First, now go to the action type.js and here create constant post details. Into the same as here, post details, save it. Now come back here, action.js, and right here type post details, and payload is false. Now right here, return post API details, in the action we created post sorry in API Axios request API we created post API details. So here write post API details into the post request dot then res, and here also write request and here write dispatch. Type should be same post details and payload. Here payload is true. Now here also export this post API actions and post API action. Now write down this thing into the second bracket, save it. Okay, action is done. Now go to the reducer.js. Into the reducer.js, here write case post details, post details, and return. Here first create one variable is response. Is false. Then here write post details into the return is response action dot payload. Action dot payload. Save it. Save it. And now go to the here create one file from submit from.js and another file is navbar.js. Navigation.js. In the submit from here also write rfc. Okay. Now first complete the navigation.js. I already told in the front end I use React Bootstrap. That's why go to the React Bootstrap documentation. Here search navigation. Sorry, navbar. Copy this thing into the navbar. Copy here. Copy this code. paste it from here. And import these things also. Save it, copy this and paste it here. I don't need no drop down, never drop down. So cut those things. Save it here, right? Redux, CRUD, save it, and here show one error. Export default imported action was not found. Action.js, go to the action.js. Here import the post details. And save it. Default was not found. Possible export action, post action, API action, post API action. Here change the name. Create API action and copy this thing, paste it here, and go to the home.js and here paste get API action, save it. Okay, it's working perfectly. Now now we don't need never drop down here. So uh, now we need to install the React Router DOM. So open another terminal import here npm install here react router tom. Okay, now go to app.js. Here import browser router routes and route. Here first write browser router write here routes into the routes write route exact path element save it. Okay, it's work perfectly. Now here import the neighbor. Here write neighbor. Oh, sorry, neighbor. Here write here import navigation. Save it. Okay, React Redux CRUD and home. Here write submit form. Route. Here I don't need exact to write. Here write path form element should be submit form. Okay, now go to navigation.js. To the navigation.js. Here write as link same as link to and here also write to form. What I write in app.js, here I write form for the navigation.js. Here also write form. Now save it. Okay, this is home. Okay, again I want to go to home. Yes, it's work perfectly. Now need to change the name. Submit form. Submit form. save it. Okay, here also write as link and write here to slash. If I want to go to here and that it's also work. Now create the submit from. Now again go to the React Bootstrap documentation and search there. Here copy this form and paste it here. Save it. I don't need this thing. Here write name, import type, name, enter name, then input type text. Here copy this thing and paste it here. Email address, input type email, enter email, and last is phone, phone. Input type number, here write enter phone number, save it, and here import these two things, from and button. Now save it. Yeah, and right here, oh, add these two things, div class name container, into the container paste it whole things, paste the whole thing, and here write one is to tag, add one is to tag, submit data, class name, text center, save it. Okay, look good now. Now here constant name, set name, don't need space, set name equal to use state use state is empty, constant email, set email, use state also empty, phone, set phone, use state also empty, and right here value is name, here value is email, and last value is phone, value is phone. Save it. And now here import, here create constant name handler e event is set name should be e dot event dot target dot value, same email handler also set email, into the set email right here event dot target dot value, and phone handler set phone e dot event dot target dot value, same. Now it and add these three things here: on change, use on change, event name handler, event, and here also copy this thing and paste it here, email event, email handler, sorry, email handler, and last is on change, event phone handler, and into the phone handler write event, save it, after that into the in the submit button here write on click click handler, copy the click handler and create the click handler here, constant click handler equal to arrow function also same event and e dot prevent default. Write down here event dot prevent default and here write constant create one variable final data equal name clone name email phone save it. Now here also create one thing. First we need to write here constant dispatch equal to use dispatch and here constant response data equal to use selector same as what I did when I retrieved the data into the JSON server. State dot reducer input the reducer and write here is response reducer into the reducer here write is response and save it. Don't need this thing. Is response. After that at last here write display post application post API action import it also and write here final data save it and here also give one write down use effect into the use effect write here if response data alert data submitted successfully. Data submitted successfully and write here set name empty because After submitting the data, field should be empty, or field should be automatically empty. And set email also empty, and set phone same. And here pass the response data, save it. Okay, now check data submitted properly or not. Refresh this thing. Now check, go to the home. Okay, cannot read undefined as uncaught runtime error. Okay, check, go to the home.js. I don't use any kind of app. Here also I don't use. Copy this thing and paste it here. Here is Smith worker. Data submitted properly, but here one error show uncaught runtime error. Here is Smith worker submit form again right here Kumar Goswami @gmail.com. Here write submit it. Data submitted successfully. Now check again, same thing happen. Okay, data submitted properly, but we found this problem. How can we solve this problem? How can we solve this problem? Take home.js, go to the home.js. In the home.js, here in the map, add here optional chaining operator and save it. After that, here again submit one data like here. It's now working properly. Now Lorem comes here. Okay, I think it's clear to you all. That's all for today. Please leave a like and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you. See you in the next video.